Now there was the jumping knee attempt there that was mentioned. Nice left hook landed by Albrektsson now. This is one of the fights I've been looking forward the most.
Jiri has a loss to Muhammad Lawal here in Rising, got knocked out a while ago, but has on right now. And literally one of the next guys that could be a superstar here in Japan if he wins this fight tonight. Karl, on the other hand, just because no one really knows him that much, because he only has 7 fights, it's very difficult to say what you can do with him. You don't push him.
Both his big knees. Look for Albrektsson to try and close the distance, get this one down to the ground, and use his ground game. Not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen, I am surprised, even though it's not even a minute past into the, a minute into the first round, that there hasn't been some explosiveness here. Understand they want to get rid of the other guy from anyone's radar at Rising.
Oh, wow, nice movement by Karl, but you're doing a good job of getting out of the way and a really good head motion, but he's still very difficult to hit. There it is.
This is exactly what Albrektsson wanted. He wanted to get this fight down to the ground, and he's got plenty of time. Prochazka slowly but surely, methodically move up the guard, move past the half guard, try and get to side controller into mount.
Karl does not have a very tight game on top. It's a very strong game, though. He's got that's going to suck a lot of energy out from you. But what he does do very well, he's very sneaky with his punches. He'll all of a sudden rotate his shoulder over, and he's catching the top of the head, or he's throwing an elbow in. So you can't ever rest. Even though you're not being crushed and being smothered, you can't rest down here because he's going to hit you with something. Jiri's got to get his legs involved. He wants to get out of this. Right now his feet are in the air. He doesn't have anything planted. Oh, Karl's got his hand caught.
Trapped, yeah.
Wow.
He had the hand trapped and just fed him the punches.
Or Vladimir Menashenko every time we would go together in practice.
Yes, especially.
You should just let go. This is just
janitor.
dumb.
The janitor, yes sir.
What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? Just
again here, Albrektsson in full control, slowly but surely trying to make Jiri eat some punches. You're doing a somewhat okay job of defending here.
It's a lot of time for Karl to be on top of you. We got down to his 8.5 minutes left in the round.
Nice attempt there by Prochazka, trying to explode out of there.
But see how he's exploding, where his feet are up in the air, and use his hips, get his hips involved. Right now he's expending a lot of energy, which is helping Karl out because it's making him more exhausted without having to really worry about him getting out of there.
Round here scheduled for 2. First round 10 minutes, second round 5 minutes. Karl Albrektsson on top of Jiri Prochazka. As Frank said, Jiri's positioning is incorrect here, but he tried to buck to the right side, which is the smart thing to do both.
And what we're seeing is a lot of one-time, him hit this one-time explosive position, let's see what happens, as opposed to hitting, and it took me a very long time to learn this, is that you can't do one position, you have to do a series of super small ones until you can get a position change where that one big one's going to get you completely out.
There you go, a little old school here. Elbow dragged across the face.
Obviously, we didn't say before the fight or during the intros, elbows are allowed. Both fighters have agreed to elbows in this one. Damage done with elbows at all. Obviously, under Japanese MMA rules, the head stops and second kicks. We haven't seen very many.
Tonight, you're right.
We saw the one knee for the finish earlier, but it was already done before the knee even came into factor. And the knee didn't really land that well. I mean, obviously, full force into it. So
there we go. Prochazka gets out. A good job defending himself down there. 4.5 minutes to go in the opening round here. He was able to survive what Albrektsson wanted to do in this fight, was to get it down to the ground and punish Jiri. Didn't do much punish, just finished the stand-up, which is where he wants it. Bobbing and weaving is Prochazka. It's a moving target. Respect those Prochazka. Went to throw a kick or a knee and kind of hit the groin.
And, Karl shook it off. A little high in that body lock.
Because Albrektsson wants the double underhooks, wants to clinch.
Prochazka is such a long fighter. He's so tall. He needs to use his length a lot more. He's really not using his length. He needs to use a lot more of his length in this position, because if you let Karl on the inside, he's going to take you down again.
Oh, wow. Lazy. I like those lazy kicks. You don't know where they're coming from. The timing is... We're going to the ground.
I thought Jiri was going to be able to turn the corner on him as he got him thrown and put him on his back. Instead, he gets caught down. Oh, did he? Oh, look, Karl's bleeding.
Yeah.
So he got hit with something. I didn't see what caused that. I don't know if it was a cut.
The referee's taking a look at it. He pointed to his mouth. No, that's coming out of the nose, Frank.
Okay.
That's the nose. I wonder if it was that kick, the way he landed.
So I saw the referee tap his forehead as he was talking, and so I assumed it was his head was bleeding. He caught him on the nose. I'm guessing, Joe. I don't know for sure yet. You have to wait till the round's over before and get it all sorted out.
Just over 2 minutes to go in this opening round. Albrektsson has him where he wanted now, and I'm sure there's a sense of urgency, realizing that that is my blood.
You never know how bad you're actually bleeding when you're in it. All you see is blood everywhere, and you realize it's your own. Now you're like, okay, if this goes to the doctors, this might stop. I might lose this fight. I've got to keep moving. I've got to keep trying to get this fight in a position where I can win. And unfortunately for Karl right now, he's in a spot where he could win this fight. Real solid damage from him.
We just saw the look from the referee's angle. The referees here at Rise and do wear cameras. He's still trying the ground and pound here. Albrektsson. And you saw there, Frank, Jiri just kind of opened his hands going like, are we going to still be here for a while? Or because you're not doing anything.
Yeah, well, the thing is that on the bottom, he's not taking any damage. So he feels like there's really nothing going on. There's nothing happening. But as we can see, anytime Jiri tries to get out of half guard, he puts him back in the half guard.
There's some hammer fists. There we go. There's some shots being landed there. Now we got the elbows that Frank Trey was mentioning. Why he stopped, I don't know, for the position, but he could have kept going, Frank.
Absolutely. I mean, good job by Jiri to keep getting out of there.
Fantastic job by Prochazka. And now there's... He drops him! Prochazka drops him! Uppercut. 15 seconds to go in the opening round. Picking hair, flying everywhere.
It's over.
The referee says that is enough. Right before the final bell, Prochazka, after surviving the ground and pound on the ground, emerges victorious to defeat Karl Albrektsson. Wow. With seconds to go in the opening.
Bottom was in a very bad position, never allowed any kind of damage to come down there. And when the damage did come, he took advantage of it, because when someone sits up, he's been holding you for all this time, he sits up, gives you damage, he's now let you go. And usually what happens is everyone starts to panic, and they get punched, a little bit of damage done to him from the top side. He moved himself out of it, got on top, took full advantage to be able to finish the fight.
Very puzzled am I, to be honest with you, with Albrektsson, the way he was finally able to land those hammer fists, punches, and then stopped. Prochazka got up and then go at the end of the round.
Wow, great job by Jiri. And he can be a superstar. He can be one of the guys that rise and pushes and becomes one of their main guys. He's got the look, he's got the attitude, and when he fights like this, where he's getting beat, he is getting beat.
Thank all of you guys. Thanks for support. It was hard, like I thinking this fight, but good ground from Karl, but winner am I. Thanks, and say hello to Prochazka.
対戦相手にも感謝します。なかなかですね、寝技でだいぶ攻め入れられたと思うんですが、最後に自分が勝ちました。
皆様見事な勝利をされましたプロハスカ選手に今一度盛大な拍手をお願い